And this is where the aesthetic part of how I film my aesthetic videos ends. In reality, creating these videos, just like anything else, comes with ups and downs and sometimes even failures, which is something I want to let you in on here. Beautiful picture is often created for the aesthetic purposes, but the process of creation can be far from aesthetic itself. Depends on how you look at it, because the mess of becoming is beautiful in itself, but it does not necessarily provide us with the escapism we often seek when we consume content. Let me get the technicalities out of the way first. I use the Panasonic GH5 camera with the Leica 25mm f1.4 lens, which is the equivalent of around 50mm with my cropped sensor. The lens is wonderful. The camera, well, it does the job. My tripod is the cheapest one I found at a computer store close to where I live. My only criteria when choosing the tripod was it needs to be lightweight, because I carry my gear everywhere alone, and whilst I sometimes drive to my location, I often walk wherever I want to film at. My equipment, being as light as possible, is important, but sometimes I also have my husband helping me. My Panasonic camera has two most important features I need when filming myself: a Wi-Fi connection and flip screen. The flip screen is great whenever I want to shoot at various angles, as it allows to hold the camera comfortably and still see what's happening on screen. And the Wi-Fi allows me to connect my phone, which acts as a monitor. I use an app called Image App, which works with Panasonic cameras, but every other camera brand has its own compatible app as long as it can be connected with the Wi-Fi. The only thing that my camera does not have is the autofocus. I mean, it does have it, but it's very, very bad, so I have to focus manually every time I shoot. I use the Image app to focus, and what's great is that it also allows me to change the white balance, ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. I tend to keep my f-stop at 1.4 for cinematic depth and this smooth, soft image I tend to go for, and adjust my shutter speed accordingly to make the image brighter or darker. When it comes to drone shots, well, there is a reason why I rarely use the drone in my videos lately.
Watch out for the birds for me, just in case.
Yeah.
You probably noticed it.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Okay, he's flying away.
Suddenly everyone is flying around there. There were kites. Actually, I saw where he just said there were kites. There were a few crows and a few tiny birds. As soon as you fly this thing.
Yep.
I managed to get one shot at least.
Most often, I don't even have any plan whenever I go out to shoot. I have an approximate image and the mood in my head which I want to create, depending on the day, the season, and the sun or lack of thereof. I wake up early in the morning, which enables me to film at quieter times, when the nature is most serene and there isn't anyone but birds around, though I always try to structure my shots into a comprehensive story. I film a shot from far away first, capturing the entire scene and action I'm performing. My phone is usually hidden in the sleeve or a pocket if my dress has one, and most of my dresses do. I then move my camera and film medium shots, close-ups on the face, hands and hair, and then film the environment to show my point of view. I take the camera off the tripod whenever I'm filming the detailed environment shots and try to create a smooth movement. One of my favorite shots to create, and you probably saw it in this video and in others, is the camera moving through something like branches of a tree. I hold my camera steadily and create the shot by moving my entire body from back to front whilst keeping my legs and hands steady. Perhaps it is important to note that whenever you create something aesthetic, it's going to be different from how it is in real life. Obviously, I'm not running through fields in pretty dresses, wind in my hair, and not a single soul around on a daily basis. But it also doesn't mean that these moments aren't real in a bigger sense. I walked all these paths you see without pointing my camera at them first. I wear most of my dresses in real life, apart from a couple which I ordered online and they appeared to be awfully made, but it's not as noticeable on screen. I stop and listen to voices of birds, hug trees, sit by the river or on a slope staring at the hills and little villages in the distance. I live through these moments in reality as much as I live through them on camera, and both are done with purpose and thought. I get so much inspiration from nature. Waking up at sunrise, which is easier in winter, watching cold fog build up over the rooftops. Driving on a narrow woodland road, trees hovering over, hiding the sky. Foggy fields, mysterious old British cottages, trees reflecting in the smooth, quiet river. Even strangers greeting each other on a muddy, wet winter path in the woods. All of these moments lived in real life imprint strongly in my memory, and I come home yearning to create, to show this magic to you, to reconstruct the moments I experienced and share them with those who want to escape into this magical reality with me. Nature and surroundings, the mood and little details I notice throughout the day, all of this plays the biggest part in how I create my videos. As the words from my favorite childhood book, The Secret Garden, go, I am sure there is magic in everything, only we have not sense enough to get hold of it and make it do things for us. I simply seek this magic with my eyes first, surrounding myself with places and moments I want to live in, noticing how light plays in the kitchen, how candle smoke dissolves into the air, how beautifully morning frost glistens in the sun. And that's how I make my videos happen.